Hello everyone, good afternoon, welcome to my channel. In this lecture, we'll discuss about half subtractor and full subtractor combinational logic circuit. I'll explain in detail what is the concept of half subtractor circuit and a full subtractor circuit, about the truth table, how to write this equation of difference and borrow in terms of SOP, sum of product, and most importantly, I'll explain in detail how to design a half subtractor circuit and full subtractor circuit. So without further delay, we'll start the lecture. My name is SR Prusti. You are watching my lovely channel, Love You Science. So let's start. Heading दे दो half subtractor circuit. So coming to the definition, half subtractor circuit का it's a two input two output combinational circuit which performs some arithmetic operation in terms of difference. Again I repeat, it is a two input two output combinational logic circuit or combinational circuit which perform arithmetic operation, so mostly difference or subtraction. Okay, so what is the block diagram? So there are two input, as I have told, it is a two input two output combinational circuit. These are the input side, x and y are the input, and what are the output? Remember, one of the output is difference or subtraction, and second one is borrow. So it is a two input two output combinational circuit which has output as difference and borrow, input as x and y. So about its truth table, so truth table kya hai? You have two input x and y, and what are the output? Borrow and difference. So since you have two input, what are the combination? 0 0 0 1 1 0 and 1 1, right? So subtract karo 0 minus 0, its difference is 0 and there is no borrow. You haven't taken any borrow here, that's why it is 1. 0 minus 1, it is not possible. 0 minus of 1, so we have to take one borrow here. 1 0 is 2, 2 minus 1 is 1. Matlab difference is 1 and borrow is also 1. Again I repeat, you cannot subtract 0 to 1. That's why we have to take one borrow. 1 0 matlab 2 hai, 2 minus 1 is 1. So your final difference as output is 1. Since you have taken borrow as 1, you mention here 1. 1 minus 0 is possible. So difference is 1 and borrow is 0. There is no borrow you have taken. 1 minus 1, absolutely it is 0 and there is no borrow. So what are the output here as difference? 0 1 1 0, and another output as borrow is 0 1 0 0. Okay, so next is we'll write from that table, we'll write this equation of borrow and difference in SOP form, sum of product. So let me erase. So looking from that table, we'll write this equation of difference and borrow. See, coming to the difference, so we'll write equation of difference in SOP form. Then only you can design this circuit. So check karo, what is the high value here? So aapko sirf check karna hai, what is 1? Here there are 2 1. So we'll take the corresponding input. What are the corresponding input? 0 1 and 1 0. So 0 matlab x bar, y matlab, sorry, 0 matlab x bar, 1 matlab here y, and 0 1 matlab x, 0 matlab y bar. So here I can write down x bar and y, and in this place I can write down x and y bar. So what we'll do, you can write this equation, d is equal to x bar y plus xy bar. So x bar y plus xy bar, it is which type of circuit? XOR circuit. Matlab x is XOR with y, it is a XOR circuit. Okay, so coming to the borrow part, borrow as the output. So equation of borrow in SOP form. In SOP, what is the equation? So borrow as same process. यहाँ पे check करना where is the one value. Here there is one value. You take corresponding input. What are the input? 0 1. So 0 I can write down x bar, 1 I can write down y. So matlab is borrow is equal to x bar y. So that means we are getting two equation. One is difference, that is exorgate, and second is borrow as x bar into y. So how to design that circuit? We have two input, you take two input x and y. We need XOR gate, x XOR y. So this is a symbol of which gate? This is the symbol of XOR gate. मतलब ये जो आउटपुट आपका डिफरेंस इज इक्वल टू x XOR y. ठीक है. Next another output is x bar y. We have x here, just you take a NOT gate. That means I can get x bar here and we have y. We have to multiply x bar to y. For that we need a AND gate. We need a AND gate. So this is your borrow side, that is x bar into y. So that is all about the design of half subtractor circuit. It is clear? Shall I erase? So next part is full subtractor. Full subtractor क्या है? It is a 3 input 2 output combinational circuit which performs some arithmetic operation in terms of difference. Definition is same. Just you take 3 input 2 output combinational circuit which perform arithmetic operation in terms of difference. Arithmetic operation, that is your difference. Okay. So what is the block diagram? There are 3 input. You can take x, y and z. This is a full subtractor circuit. What are the output? Output are again same thing. One is difference and second is borrow. Okay. So that is the block diagram of full subtractor circuit. I repeat, full subtractor circuit is a 3 input 2 output combinational circuit which perform arithmetic operation in terms of difference. Clear? So now coming to the truth table. So why truth table is important? Because we need to design the circuit. So to design a combinational circuit, first of all we need to write the truth table. Since there are 3 input, I am writing here what are the input? X, y and z. These are the input. And what are the output? One of the output is what? Borrow and second is difference. Okay. So since we have 3 input, what are the combination? First write down 0 0 0 0 0 1 0 1 0 0 1 1, then 1 0 0 1 0 1 1 1 0 and 1 1 1. So we'll write this output equation in terms of borrow and difference. So first we'll take first row 0 0 and 0. First we'll subtract 0 to 0. Answer is 0. So 0 minus 0 is again 0. So difference is 0 and you haven't taken any borrow. So that's why you put here 0. Okay. And coming to second one, 0 minus 0 is 0. So resultant is 0. 0 minus of 1. Dekho, 0 minus of 1. It is not possible. We have to take one borrow here. So 1 0 is 2, corresponding decimal is 2, 2 minus 1 is 1. Matlab difference is here 1 and you have taken one borrow. Okay. So coming to third one, 0 1, dekho, 0 minus 1. It is not possible, you have to take one borrow. So matlab borrow is 1. So your answer is 1. Matlab difference is 1 you are getting from this side only. Again 1 minus 0 is 1. 1 minus 0 is 1. Okay. So coming to third one, sorry, coming to fourth one, 0 minus 1. 0 minus 1 is not possible, you have to take one borrow. So that means in place of borrow you just write or mention 1. So 1 0 corresponding decimal is 2, 2 minus 1 is 1. So resultant is coming here 1. Again 1 minus of this 1. Answer is 0. 1 minus 1 is 0. Okay. So coming to next one, 1 minus 0 is 1. 1 minus 0. 1 minus of 0 is 1. Again resultant is 1. 1 minus 0 is 1. So 1 minus 0 is 1. 1 minus 0 is 1. And you haven't taken any borrow. You just write or mention 0 here. Okay. Next is 1 minus 0 is 1. 1 minus 1. difference is 0 and there is no borrow you have taken. Next is 1 minus 1 is 0, 0 minus 0 is 0, so difference is 0, borrow is 0. Okay, and next last one is 1 minus 1 is 0. See, 1 minus 1 is 0, so 0 minus 1 is not possible, you have to take one borrow, so matlab borrow is 1, and 1 0 corresponding decimal is 2, 2 minus 1 is 1, so difference is 1. So matlab you are getting difference as 0 1 1 0 1 0 0 1 and borrow as 0 1 1 1 0 0 0 and 1. So looking from that table we can design that circuit. So before that we should write this equation. So how to write this equation in 3-bit truth table? So the best option is you can use that K-map concept. Okay, so K-map क्या है देखो, पहले K-map क्या देखो, what are the input here? Input is x, y, z. So here you take yz and this side you take x. मतलब input is x, y, z. Okay, you have to make 8 cell. This is 0 0 0 1 1 1 1 0. Okay, and this one is 0 and 1. And corresponding binary is 0. Here it is 1. This is 3. 1 1 1 is 3. This one is 2, 4, 5, 7 and 6. Already I have explained K-map concept in my previous video. If you have any doubt, you can go through that. Okay, just to remember this one, 0 1 3 2 4 5 7 6, the corresponding decimal value, right? So how to use that K-map for writing this equation? Check करते हैं, देखो ये तो पहले इसका डेसिमल लिख लो, 0 1 2 3, ठीक है, 4 5 6 and 7, ठीक है, these are the decimal value. So now coming to the difference part, difference equation क्या होगा? Difference column में देखो where is the 1. So as I have told, always will take the value of 1 to write this equation. So there are 4 1 here, 1 1 1 and 1. So we take corresponding input. What are the corresponding input? This one. So matlab first value and second, and this one is fourth, and last one is seventh. So that means just we have to write 1 in this place. Which place? 1 2 4 and 7. So that means we'll just mention 1 in place of 1, 1 in place of 2, 1 in place of 4, okay, 1 in place of 7. Here, so now you write this equation. So the pairing possible नहीं, individual लिखो. So मतलब ये 0 मतलब x बार मेंशन कर दो, ये x है, ये क्या है y बार z बार, y बार z, y z and y z बार. 0 मतलब बार, 1 मतलब as usual normal value. So difference क्या होगा देखो, for the first one we write it is x bar. See, from the row side you take x bar, in column side you take y bar z, plus we have to write in SOP form, sum of product. Okay, coming to the second one, corresponding row is x bar and column is y z bar. Okay, next is this one, you take this one in fourth place, corresponding row is x and column is y bar z bar, matlab x y bar z bar, plus, and this one as 1. Okay, corresponding this one, in row में you take x, in column you take yz, matlab x yz. Then we can simplify it. How to simplify? I can take x bar as common, so it is y bar z plus yz bar. Okay, here you take x as common, it is y bar z bar plus yz. ठीक है, तो y bar z plus yz bar, ये कौन सा गेट है? XOR गेट, मतलब y XOR with z. ठीक है, प्लस x, ये yz plus y bar z bar मतलब XNOR गेट. क्या है? XNOR गेट. ये XOR गेट, ये XNOR गेट. ठीक है, so I can write down in this way. So in place of XNOR I can write down y XOR with z of bar, मतलब bar of y XOR with z. ठीक है, So this you can write down as x bar XOR with y bar XOR with z bar. Yes or no? देखो it's very simple. You take x as p and y XOR z as q. मतलब your equation will be p bar q plus pq bar. So that means it will be p XOR with q. So p is what? X. XOR with what is q? Y XOR with z. मतलब your final equation difference is coming x XOR y XOR z. It is clear? Then coming to what? The borrow equation in SOP form. So borrow equation in SOP form. Similarly, borrow side में check करो 1 किधर है. Here you will find 1. So you take corresponding input. One of the input is 0 0 1. Second is 0 1 0. Third one is 0 1 1. And last one is 1 1 1. Again you make a K map. This side is X and Y bar. As I have told, you have to make how many cell? 8 cell. Mention karo 0 1 0 0 0 1 1 1 1 0. Don't forget this part. 1 1 then 1 0, and it is 0 and 1. So corresponding decimal are 0 1 3 2 4 5 7 and 6. Then you mention 1 in this respective place. We got 1 in which place? 1 2 3 and 7. Just mention here in place of 1 2 3 and 7. Okay. Now we can write down the equation. So we can make one pair here, another pair by taking these two. Third pair we can take 1 and 1. So we can have 3 pair. Okay. So ये side x bar, ये x, ये y bar z bar, मतलब y bar z, y z, ये क्या है y into z bar. Check. So it is, so by taking this pair, we can take in x in horizontal or in row wise x bar. In this column which is common here, z is common, मतलब x bar z. And for this one, common side is row wise you take x bar, in column wise you take the common. Which one is common? मतलब y is common. Okay. Similarly, you take this one as your pairing values. So here common part is yz, and in row wise there is no common part. Only you take yz. So that will be your equation. Okay. So looking from that equation, we'll design that circuit. So we got difference as x XOR with y XOR z. Okay. And borrow as x bar z plus x bar y plus yz. Okay. Okay. So we have 3 input. We take 3 input x, y and z. You can take one XOR gate here. So it will be x XOR with y XOR with z. You can take individual. Best one is you take 3 input and take a XOR gate. And ये क्या हो गया? ये हो गया आपका difference. मतलब ये difference D. Coming to borrow part, we need x bar. So that means we can take 1 point from x. So it is your x bar. Second is z चाहिए. Z you take from this. So you take a AND gate. मतलब ये x bar z. Second one is x bar y. So okay, here I'm writing x, y and z. So we need x bar and y. मतलब ये x bar हो गया, and y you can take from here, and you take a AND gate. मतलब ये x bar y. And what about the third one? Third one is yz. Simply you take from here. Okay, here I'm writing one more, एंड गेट मतलब ये वाई जेड, इट इज विजिबल, ठीक है. देन वी हैव टू ऐड ऑल दिस थिंग, वी नीड ए और गेट, वी नीड ए विच टाइप ऑफ गेट, और गेट फॉर एडिशन, ये और गेट. सो ये फाइनली तुम्हारा बोरो, बोरो इज एक्स बार जेड प्लस एक्स बार वाई प्लस वाई जेड. So that is all about the design of half subtractor circuit and full subtractor circuit. So with this I'm ending this lecture. Hope you guys understood what I've explained today. So thank you so much for watching my video. Thank you once again. Thank you. Good night.